Janet Kuypers, we're very happy to see her. She doesn't want to to the show, and she's got some very special poems, so please give her a warm welcome.
How did it go after that about being in charge of the world? It's so unfair. Hi, I run a poetry open mic. I'm not trying to take it away from this one, but on every other Wednesday, which means not now, I run a thing at the Cafe Gallery Cabaret. If you want to know anything, come bug me. chaoticarts.org/the-cafe's info about it. The next one is on the 19th. Otherwise, there is one the day after the New Year. So I'd love to see you there. And if anybody wants to come on by, we don't have a feature that night. So from 7 to 9 p.m., you can have a 10-minute mini feature. You can have your own space and do your own thing and be amazing. So right now I'm writing poems, deciding to write a poem for every element in the periodic table. Yes. So I only introduce new ones at features, which I'm doing one this Friday with a bunch of other people, including Patrick Curley and a bunch, I don't know who else was doing this, at the Arts Gallery building on Michigan Avenue. If you want to know anything about it, please go to my Facebook page, because I don't have the info handy. But I'm in the 7 o'clock hour with a bunch of cool people like Esteban Colon and Buddha himself, but I'm talking too much. So here is the first of 3 poems about the periodic table. This is Einsteinium, number 99. Einstein understood that everything was relative. Why did he have to worry about brushing his hair or changing out of his pajamas when he was busy grappling with the foundations of physics? Once he fathomed the relationship between matter and energy, once he understood the interconnectivity between matter and energy, he suddenly understood, after this Jewish physicist left his home in Germany, that Hitler and the Third Reich could be working on an atomic bomb, converting so little matter into so much devastating energy. At this time he understood the need for Roosevelt to create this weapon so the Germans wouldn't destroy us. The gravity of this discovery in the hands of evil men weighed him down. And even months before he died, Einstein wrote that although the devastation in Hiroshima and Nagasaki seemed unfathomably horrific, and he regretted writing that letter to Roosevelt, his justification was the threat of Germany. When he wrote that letter, he still had to appeal to Roosevelt that yes, to save us from Germany, this weapon needed to be created. Knowing about his torment in making this decision to ask for the creation of the atomic bomb makes it ironically beautiful that after scientists discovered an element after the first explosion of a hydrogen bomb, they named the element Einsteinium, after the physicist. How ironically beautiful. Einsteinium is a silvery radioactive synthetic element with a high fission rate, like the atomic bombs Einstein first knew of when fearing his homeland enemy. But because of the short half-life of all isotopes of Einsteinium, all primordial Einsteinium has decayed by now, and beyond its nuclear creation, there's almost no use for any isotopes of Einsteinium outside of basic scientific research. Which makes me think of the life of Albert Einstein, I suppose. For although Einstein worked at odd jobs for years until he was a patent examiner, his mind was only good at one thing, doing not so basic scientific research, solving all those fundamental scientific puzzles. Thank you. Two short ones, short. 91 from 99, I'm going to go to something short. This is number 10, I believe, in the periodic table. This is Neon. Walked through the entrance to the now-closed dance club I used to go to every weekend. You see, I'd get free weekly newspaper ads with the coupons for free admissions for girls before midnight. Now I go to the Vortex, look for shelter, and they only see broken neon signs. It reminds me that neon is common in the universe, but rare on Earth. And the only way we get neon is by liquefying our air and then actually distilling the neon out. So I guess it's fitting, seeing the broken neon signs of the once popular dance clubs, knowing that all I can do now, everywhere I go, is just breathe the neon in. Thanks. Short one. This is number 28 in the periodic table. If you want to know anything about it, come bug me or come to the open mic or come bug me. Oh, thank you. This is number 28, nickel. Nickel for your thoughts, he said to me. So I had to ask, a nickel? Why? Because a penny is so undervalued? And he said, maybe it's because your thoughts are worth so much more than a penny. And I thought, great, 5 times more, but it's still only a nickel. Besides, a nickel is only about 25% nickel in the first place. But then again, even though it's 3/4 copper, the cost of the metals is worth more than the coin itself. So maybe I should take him up on his nickel offer. Then I could say that my thoughts are worth something. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janet. I like those. That's reclaiming time. That's awesome.